Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatimah Zahra. I'm from English Study Program. I will give my answer for midterm examination. Question number 1. Direct method or DM was introduced as a response to the failure of grammar translation method or GTM. Mention and elaborate the differences between DM and GTM. Note, elaborate means explaining in details. The answer is grammar translation method or GTM. The method commonly used to teach grammar is used to improve students' ability to speak, read, and write foreign language. The main purpose of this method is that students are able to read, write, and literature in a foreign language. So this learning requires a lot of practice in reading and writing in a foreign language. The principle of this method is the translation or memorization of foreign language vocabulary. Direct method or DM. DM is a learning model that directly uses a foreign language when teaching. If there are words that are difficult for students to understand, the teacher will demonstrate or visualize the meaning of the word. The basic goal is that students learn to communicate using language spontaneously and orally. Difference between GTM and DM. GTM, number 1, students read the written text. Number 2, students memorize vocabulary. Number 3, students formulate their own. Number 4, foreign language are used by teacher continuously. Number 5, the formal practice questions given are from the text. The next slide, please. DM. Number 1 for DM is students read the text aloud vocabulary. Number 3, the teacher dictates to the students. Number 4, deliver directly. Number 5, practice in the form of conversation. Question number 2. You are assigned to teach your young children English vocabulary of transportation. You decide to use total physically response. Please present and elaborate. Number 1, what you will prepare for your teaching. Number 2, how you will implement the method in your classroom. The answer is the TPR or total physical response method is a language learning method that is applied by coordinating commands, speech, and body movements so that students are easier to understand the language being taught. To apply the TPR method, teachers can use number 1, dialogue or conversation. To apply it, teachers and students can practice a dialogue with simple movements or properties that have been prepared. Number 2, role play. To apply it, the teacher can prepare the topic, properties, and then explain how the role play will be played so then everyone understands. Number 3, read and write the increased vocabulary. To implement it, the teacher can prepare reading books or reading texts, which are then studied together with students. And if anyone doesn't understand the meaning, they can ask the teacher. So it will increase the vocabulary for students. Before starting learning, the teacher should prepare in advance examples of dialogues, game, or interesting text to learn. And when explaining the teacher uses movements so that students understand more about the material being studied. Question number 3. In community language learning or CLL, teachers try to alleviate students' anxiety by acting as counselor rather than as teachers. Why is alleviating students' anxiety considered to be very important in language learning? The answer is in community language learning, students are considered as whole people or individuals, which means the teacher doesn't only pay attention to the feelings and intelligence of students, but also the relationship between fellow students and students' desire to learn. Therefore, teachers must be able to become counselor for students, because when in school, only teachers can accommodate students' complaints. So that it has the potential to eliminate students on anxiety. This is very important because when a student experiences anxiety, it will very influential when he is undergoing the teaching and learning process, which result in loss of focus, not understanding the material given by the teacher, and feeling afraid, especially when there is a sudden task or students representatives to come forward to explain the material will be bad for students who are already experiencing anxiety. Therefore, the teacher must pay close attention to students, not only from the outside, but to the inside, namely the mental students. Question number 4. Question number 4. Students' native language has different roles in language teaching. Some methods use students' native language during instruction, while other methods don't. Question number 1. Based on your best understanding, how do you analyze it? The answer is, in my opinion, the use of students' mother tongue is very important and very influential for the success of students learning English at school. Because by using the mother tongue, which is the basic way of thinking, it is very influential in developing students' abilities. Question number 2. Mention the methods which permit the use of students' native language and the ones which don't. The answer is, the method that allows the use of student mother tongues is the grammar translation method, or GTM, which aims to make students able to read and write text using foreign language with the principle of translating or memorizing foreign language vocabulary. Question number 3. What are the advantage and disadvantage of using and not using student native language for instruction? The answer is the advantage and disadvantage of using and not using students' mother tongues for teaching are that the mother tongue gives them a solid foundation and development of a younger language, a more critical way of thinking, and students can think in a more abstract way. Question number 5. Would you give some example of teaching practice when communicative language teaching, or CLT, is applied? The answer is, number 1, the teacher enters the class and start the lesson. Number 2, then the teacher divides the students into several groups with their respective tasks or topics to discuss. Number 3, after finishing the discussion, the teacher instructs the students to present their group result one by one. Number 4, after that, the group presenting questions and answers and discusses if there is a difference of opinion which is well considered by the teacher. Number 5, after all group have advanced, the teacher gives an evaluation of the presentation and discussion that have been carried out. Question number 6. The next slide, please. Question number 6. Follow the link and watch the video, then make a brief presentation about content-based instruction. The answer: A. Content-based language instruction is teaching English and teaching another subject area together in the same course. B. Content-based reading, Snow in 2014 gave a formal definition of content-based instruction. She said content-based instruction is the integration of language teaching aims with content instruction. C. Types of content CBI. Number 1 is content and language integrated learning. This type commonly in primary and secondary schools. Primary focus on the content, language process take place indirectly. Number 2, English as a medium of instruction, common at university level and focus on content that is delivered in the second language. I think it's enough for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.